This news update is brought to you by...
It's the most wonderful Christmas with Flow, with 5 ways to win $50,000. Just activate any prepaid or postpaid plan, top up $15 or more, pay your bill on time and in full, or sign up for the best in entertainment with Flow TV. That's 5 wonderful ways to win $50,000 from Flow. All this and much more from Flow this wonderful Christmas. Visit us in-store today.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's Friday, December the 23rd, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today evening update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. We begin with news that police are probing the death of a man whose body was found on the road at Eastbourne, St. Philip earlier today. In fact, police spokesman Acting Inspector Roland Cobbler says foul play is suspected.
Police are conducting investigations into the circumstances of the unnatural death of an unknown male whose body was discovered at Mill Road, Eastbourne in St. Philip. Preliminary investigation suggests that around 11:15, police responded to Mill Road, Eastbourne, St. Philip, where there was a report of a body. On arrival, the officers discovered the motionless body of an unknown male who appeared to be in his 30s, clad in a light green jacket with a hoodie, blue, green, and white beach pants, and was barefooted at the time. The therefore seeking the assistance of identifying this unknown man. Our investigations are continuing.
Meanwhile, police are also investigating the serious accident that occurred in the Pine St. Michael this afternoon involving a truck and a motorcycle.
This occurred around 12:20 this afternoon at Princess Royal Avenue, St. Michael, involving a motor truck G5941 that was driven by a Michael Boval, 45 years of Elton, St. George, and the motorcycle X2721. The rider of that motorcycle is unknown. The other pedal rider, Shamar Wilson of Pallet Road, St. Michael. Wilson complained of injuries to his left hand and his face, while the unknown rider of the motorcycle received head injuries and was transported to the QH by ambulance for medical attention.
Lawyers for the 14 police officers who lost their lawsuits against the Police Service Commission for excluding them from a list of promotions 4 years ago will file an appeal against the High Court ruling in the coming days. This morning, High Court Judge Margaret Reefer threw out the case which started a year ago. An upset attorney, Ralph Thorne, QC, who represents the disgruntled officers, strongly disagreed with the judge's ruling, saying he will file an appeal for an urgent hearing as soon as the court registry opens. He reiterated an earlier position that the PSC had no authority to reject the recommendations of then Police Commissioner Darren Dottin and substitute its own names.
I can say to you that under the rules, the promotions rules, that is wrong. When the commissioner makes recommendations as he is entitled to by law, he sends those names on to the Police Service Commission. The Police Service Commission at law has no authority to substitute its own names. Indeed, the law further says that if the Police Service Commission has a query in relation to any name submitted, that they must refer the matter back to the Commissioner of Police. It is clear on the evidence, the admitted evidence under oath by the chairman of the Police Service Commission, that this did not happen.
Thorne said the reason the judge gave for dismissing his client's case was that she found no evidence that the Police Service Commission violated the rules of promotion. Christmas water is coming for residents of at least 3 communities in St. Peter. The Barbados Water Authority has installed a bigger pump at Allendale, which is expected to boost the water supply to householders living in Boscobel, Half Acre, and Lamberts. The BWA has also reported a drop in the salinity levels in that area, which was posing a safety threat to water distribution. Corporate Communications Specialist for the BWA, Joyon Haig, explained that while the new initiative did not come with a 100% guarantee, the BWA is confident that the new pump in conjunction with remedial works on a series of burst mains, should result in relief in a day or two. Concerns continue to be raised about the effectiveness of the garbage collection agreement between the Sanitation Service Authority and private waste haulers. Sources within the SSA and the National Union of Public Workers told Barbados Today that the private haulers who have been contracted to collect garbage in 4 northern zone parishes were not doing the job for which they are being paid. The union source said that the SSA workers, who are paid less per day than the private haulers, are having to pick up the slack. However, spokesman for the private haulers, Charles Reid, said he was unaware of any such situation. Reid said the private haulers were never required to service an entire parish. Another major private hauler, Anderson Fatchild Cherry, also rejected any suggestion that they were not doing their job as contracted. He said that because of the size of the parishes, the SSA workers and the private waste haulers would share the collection cover. 2 hotels have boosted the Salvation Army's charity drive for Christmas. Today, Director of Bougainvillea Resort and Sugar Bay Resort, Dominique Seal, delivered a surprise check for $10,000 to the Kettle location outside Massey Supermarket in Rendezvous in Christchurch.
We're giving back to the country, so giving back to people that need it in a time of year that it's a good time of year to donate, really. Okay. And so the economy's in really bad shape for a while, and it's affected a lot of people in a negative way. So, and fortunately at the hotels we've done quite well. Even through the recession, we've done quite well. So we'll keep giving, we'll keep giving back.
In sports now, ex-British middleweight champion Nick Blackwell has woken from a coma after being injured in a sparring session. Blackwell had surgery to reduce swelling on his brain after returning to sparring in November. The 26-year-old Englishman retired earlier this year after being placed in an induced coma following a fight with Chris Eubank Jr.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Republic Bank just like Santa Claus. Maisie fix up the kitchen and a new TV we getting. A special time to commemorate. Republic will help you celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate 50 years of independence right through to the best Bajan Christmas ever with a Make It Happen loan of up to $50,000 from Republic Bank. Give your home a good old Bajan sprucer. Buy some new furniture and appliances or take an after-holiday trip to visit loved ones over and away. You could also be one of our lucky winners to share in fabulous prizes. Just visit any branch to apply. Go to republicbarbados.com or call us at 227-2700. We're also available via Skype and FaceTime. Special conditions apply.
If Bajan style, it will be great with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back with news from the region now. Heavy rains caused widespread flooding in Guyana today, with the Ministry of Public Infrastructure stating that it is working to provide relief to affected areas across the country. The Hydromet office said that about 1.57 inches of rainfall was expected, and Public Infrastructure Minister David Patterson has led a team of engineers and ministry officials to examine the drainage pumps in the city. He said teams have been dispatched to various areas of the city to determine what needs to be done to bring relief to affected areas. And finally, on the international scene, the hijacking of a Libyan plane has ended peacefully after the men who seized control surrendered in Malta. The domestic flight with 118 people on board was hijacked after taking off from Sabah, bound for the Libyan capital, Tripoli. Instead, the Africa Airways Airbus A321 was diverted to Malta International Airport. That's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper email updates and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, our screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph, wishing all you a fantastic Christmas weekend.